Hello, hello everybody. My green screen's out of whack here. There we go. How's it going, folks? Good to see you, Drekka and the Mazzo. It's time for some XCOM 2 War of the Chosen Legend Ironman in action. We've got a campaign sitting in the late game here, and I think today is what it's going to take to finish out this campaign with a win for XCOM. So that is the goal today. Yeah, I did in fact remember to unmute the mic. Good. I just had that like a moment of self-doubt. Like, did I just talk for like a minute straight without anybody being able to hear me? No. Thankfully, I did not. Let's jump on into the campaign here and assess our strategic situation, because I don't remember what it is. Or what we're doing. I just know that we were winning pretty decisively. So last session we killed our first avatar. We set the avatar project basically all the way back to 1, built up on the Doomsday counter. And we're now researching all the important endgame stuff required to put a finish to the campaign. Like, we did all the story missions, we captured the Psionic Gate, we investigated the Advent super facility where they process the gene seed into Advent troops and all that. Hey, Sir Van Buren, I'm doing great today. We're in the stasis suit project, and Avatar Autopsy are the things we need to do right now. Fair enough. We're in the middle of a sectopod breakdown, but I don't think we're actually going to research that. Unstaffed engineer who's doing nothing important. Be available to remove traits. Nobody available to improve their bonds. If we look at our armory here, we'll see that we're a little bit beat up. Looks like we went on some missions recently. So there's a lot of tired and injured folks, so we probably want to give that a couple of days, maybe at the Templar headquarters. Or perhaps we have a mission on the Hologlobe awaiting our attention here. We do not. Okay. Looks like I just got the supply drop. No, we got another one in 12 days. What did prompt me to end the stream last time? I have no idea. Anyway, here's our situation. But yeah, I think we're going to Templar headquarters here. And we're mostly waiting on these shadow projects to complete so that we can unlock the endgame missions here. Let's get in shape to do those.
Avenger plotting new course.
Just sitting on a decent pile of supplies, better than I thought we were doing. Ah! This is what we got interrupted by. Archon Sectoid Chrysalid Berserker Codex. Seems like a really easy mission, quite honestly. I also feel like we can afford to ignore this completely. I'm gonna do that. We won't get much in the way of loot, it'll just decrease. This is our home region, so we can't lose contact with it. I don't really care. Yeah, supply drops have suffered. That's okay. We still have the region intact. It's not like we get Illyrium or alloys for that mission anyway. It saves probably an hour of the campaign. Do I want to do any of these? Another Colonel Sharpshooter. Kind of interesting. This is Psionic. Elite Presectoid Codex Gatekeeper. That sounds ridiculous. That's a hell of a sit rep. That's probably multiple gatekeepers. How about a thank you? Operation Bone Song. I'm sorry, what? That's a great op name. I love it. Is it Barry White? Is that the Bone Song? I'm not Sectoid, Sectopod, Trooper, Shipper, Codex. Sure, we'll do this one.
Setting course for West
I
Asia.
feel like skipping these ones. Trinka. Sing me the song of your people. Alright, we've got like the C team available here, but our weapons are so overpowered it doesn't even matter. I anticipate this will not go well for our foes. Not looking too hard at exactly what our loadout is. Just kind of going with what I assume will work perfectly here. Some butt. Should be pretty quick in and out. We're very overpowered.
Sky Ranger deployed.
Menace, ready to deploy.
Very, very overpowered. I changed my schedule one day for the European viewer. This schedule is working really, really well for me right now. So I don't imagine the schedule will change dramatically at any point in the nearest future. But I wouldn't say that I'm, like, married to the idea of the current schedule.
A group of local resistance operatives working in this area ambushed an Advent patrol and discovered a data vault they were transporting. From what we've heard, it looks like this
Okay, so
thing
we're
is holding
probably
data
having to hack
critical
this
to the
thing,
alien
which
project
makes
we
it
picked
decent
up
that I
on.
brought a specialist along.
Unfortunately, alien reinforcements were quick to move on the site. We've lost all contact with resistance forces. We're moving in to secure the area. Eliminate all
spawn.
hostile
I like that
contacts
bit.
and recover the assets.
We also have a
Menace
bonus
1-5.
dude.
We've got a bead on the Advent data vault
Mordecai
near your position.
Eliad.
Be advised, self-detonating charges are in place at the target. Move to disarm and extract the package before its contents are destroyed.
Okay, 7 turns to get to that box. Seems pretty manageable, all things considered. And we've got Elena here with her absolutely absurd mobility
I'm on the move.
to scout for us.
You cannot.
That would have been a great moment for her to drop next to a civilian by accident and totally cause the entire squad to be revealed. Fortunately, that's never happened before. Ever. So I don't know why I would even be worried about it.
I'm on the move.
We do have to neutralize all enemy targets, so it just makes sense to start engaging in combat as we go here. So I'm going to get everybody in place to be doing that thing.
Advancing quickly.
So I figure we'll engage these two next turn.
Hold back soon.
Oh, there's even more in there. Actually, that's perfect then. Did I not see that? How do you not see that? Actually, is a better question. It's preventing you from seeing... Oh, I guess this arcade cabinet is preventing you from seeing the heavy mech in the corner. Interesting. Kind of terrifying. Dark Lance. That gets spotted by a civilian. That's good to know.
In dabei.
So my sniper with blue screen rounds can very easily kill the heavy mech or the Andromedon, depending on what's necessary.
I'm all over it.
And just about everybody else can be put into a pretty sweet position as well here.
Good to go.
Copy that.
So where do I want Elena? Claymore next turn would be pretty good. So I should probably put her somewhere where a Claymore is likely to get value. But not too close that this patrol is likely to walk next to her, so I was kind of considering this tile. Stream starts at 10 PM, so it's a good night stream. Hey, at least that's a slightly EU-friendly time. Seems like a good spot for her.
As you order, Commander. I know where you are. Overwatch. Got it covered.
Then they walked right next to her anyway. Alright, well, I'm sure glad I didn't go to that tile. Because they walked right onto it. Jerks. Okay, so the killing of things will now commence. Okay, he can throw his grenade without ending the turn, so I can have Mox grenade this. Which should be great, because I'll hit that explosive tank as well. I'm actually just gonna do that, I think. Because that's pretty amazing. Yeah, let's do that. Get naded, sons. Brilliant. Alright, and the Codex has 1 health, so that's easy. Easy peasy. Lemony squeezy, as they say. These guys actually have not activated yet. Which is weird. But I'll take it, I think. I think I'll take that. Better question is, do I want to activate them? The answer to that is I have no idea. Chain melee attack. So I'm probably going to move here and chain shot the Andromedon twice with the Disruptor Rifle, which will destroy it. And then it'll get back up and I can kill it again. I'm trying to figure out how exactly that's going to work. Bladestorm and being positioned next to the Codex would be a guaranteed kill on most enemies.
Heading out.
But the Codex can teleport as its first action, which does prevent Bladestorm from proccing.
X-ray neutralized.
I may also need to blow up the wall because of the Andromedon as a revived form is not a cover-taking entity, and so it doesn't lean out from behind cover, which means that probably nobody can see it now? Yeah, exactly. Nobody can see it now because it's hidden behind that wall, which means I need to use an explosive to blow up the wall. Which is fine. I'm actually going to use Saturation Fire to do that. Shoot big ol' cone bullets. It's actually not highlighting the wall in question. I'll do it anyway.
Don't bother running!
Okay, that appears to have taken out the wall. Yes, totally did. So do I just... How much damage do I think I can output here? quite a bit. I'm trying to figure out if I want to also try to kill these two at the same time. I think the answer is yes, I do. So we're gonna leave the situation over there as it is and start attacking these guys now. Don't have a good remote start, do I? No, I don't. Hopefully I can see this to shoot it.
Now we wait.
Oh, you can't see the mech. Actually, nobody can see the mech. I did not consider that outcome. Oh wait, no, people can see the mech, never mind. Ignore me, I am dumb. Might as well use my free whiplash shot here if I hit. This just is a free kill on the Andromedon.
Hear my strike. They live no more.
And I've got combat presence. I can do all sorts of fun things. Okay, that does see the mech. Good. So if I can bust this mech's Overwatch by just shooting it, which will remove Overwatch, I can move around a little bit.
Enemy is still up!
That complicates matters. That definitely complicates matters a little bit, huh? Hey people guy. Good to see you. I'm not sure what to do. I need to command an action out of somebody, probably Elena, to shoot the heavy mech to break the Overwatch. So let's get command onto Elena. I can see her here. Damn it. Apparently that is not how that works. Give the sniper another move. Alright, so I have to rely on the rookie to hit the shot? Or the heavy to hit the shot? What's your aim like? An advanced scope. Probably a pretty good aim.
Share in my resolve.
90% to hit. Or I can use the acid bomb to guarantee that I remove its Overwatch, or I can use hail of bullets to guarantee that I remove its Overwatch. Both of these are acceptable. Okay, now Sword can move here. Is there anywhere that can actually see all three targets? Yes.
Schon unterwegs!
I'm gonna use Face Off. Try to get a multi-kill here. And I'm gonna Lightning Hands first on the Purifier to try to kill him. Alright, Face Off, show me what you got. Missed. 2 out of 3 ain't bad, as they say. 2 actions left. I can get a flank shot on this guy and just presumably kill him.
No problem, boss. We've got advent
I
here.
figured that might reveal something. I knew that was gonna happen. Fortunately, it's only a heavy mech
No place for you to go
and an
now.
elite purifier. And I can just throw a mimic beacon in and that'll be totally fine. That'll be totally fine. Everything is A-okay. Yeah, target preview is very, very helpful. Hit people guy. It's one of my favorite features at XCOM 2. That dude just lit a civilian on fire. That was really rude.
The time for hiding is over.
They die proud.
Oh, I might eat an Inferno Grenade because of that kill. Nope. Purifiers doing their purifier thing, where they just whiff with flamethrowers repeatedly, because their aim is so abysmal. Okay, I shouldn't go onto the roof though. Looks like it might burn down in the near future. Nobody's on Overwatch.
Kein Problem, boss.
Relocate a little bit here. So can I rupture from here? Totally can. Does critical damage and ensures the target takes increased damage from all attacks in the future.
Gefällig? Sieht wertvoll aus. Schon beeindruckt?
Good shot. Oh, and that was a free action even. And I got a free
yeah.
reload. So I can go ahead and take another shot here on this guy. That is a disgustingly powerful weapon. Good lord. I said I really don't need to be in cover anymore, huh? Cover seems like a crutch. If I push too far forward, I might reveal more enemies. Would I be all that upset about it? Not really.
Whatever you say. Impressed yet?
A boom!
I will go. Their journey ends here.
Alright, will the front pick up the loot next turn, I'm thinking.
Move!
Let's do this. Oh yeah!
Closing on target position now. Moving to Overwatch.
Oh yeah, I have a Reaper or something who can scout ahead for me. Isn't that dandy?
Volk says I am to obey. You can never escape my sight.
That smells like a remote start. That would hit the Andromedon. I can probably do better.
I will go.
Rip that guy. Yeah, there's a fuel tank that pod is sitting next to, so I'm gonna go ahead and just use remote start on it to do this. Oh wait, that'll... Oh. That'll blow up the mission objective, won't it? My last stream made you buy FTL? That is an amazing thing, Tom Gather. It's a great game. So I'm glad somebody was inspired by it. I'll probably be doing more FTL. I'm not sure when exactly, but I had enough of a good time yesterday that I'll probably do more of that. God, isn't it so much harder without pausing? It's brutal. Ooh, 2 stocks. Sure, why not?
I have the asset.
Drekka, you missed like an hour of me getting annihilated on FTL trying hard no pause for the first time. That was the end of yesterday's stream. Okay, these sectoids are mostly a joke. I should work out how to kill the Andromedon though. I'm not sure what that looks like right now. Acid bomb to shred the armor seems like a good start, though.
Seems doable.
Applying hollow targeting to the Andromedon also seems important. Oh, it's a weird place to be able to grapple to. Interesting. I have indeed listened to that soundtrack, Xander. We checked out the Tactical Legacy Pack the day it launched, along with all that stuff. Was pretty dang cool, if you ask me.
Let's move already.
Alright, so well, if I remote start this car, I'm probably in the blast radius, right? No, I'm not. Okay, noted. Probably use that then. Let's do acid bomb things.
Grenade out.
I quite enjoyed the TLP missions. They were really good, like, single, each campaign was a great little single play session thing.
Always observe your surroundings.
Nice.
Target still up.
Something hollow targeting.
Moving to designated coordinates. Shot wide.
Still in full cover, though. A bit of an issue. Guess running gun over here. Now that the car's exploded, I can actually Reaper that thing if I want to. Enemies have I killed so far. Reaper seems hilarious here, actually.
I'm coming for you.
Oh, but I can't reach the Andromedon. Derp. Oh, I made a terrible mistake. Derp. Good job, me. Probably should have considered that aspect of it.
I will move.
Ah. Considering the tactical aspects of the situation seems overpowered.
The light has left them.
Whatever, I'll just throw a Mimic Beacon and everything will be okay.
Klingt machbar. Was sagt ihr dazu?
Hey Teluk, how's it going? It is indeed Splooty Night. Starting things out with a bang as usual.
Mir wird es hier zu heiß.
Interesting choice by them. Not sure what to make of that.
Ziel verfehlt.
I guess I could have hollow targeted it first. I just was too lazy to.
Tired of waiting around.
Poor enemies. Sectoids are weak to melee, right?
Hostile terminated.
Yeah.
Nicht schlecht.
Are there enemies left on the map now? Actually, sure there are. Guess I can wait one more turn to do the thing, though.
Heading there now.
Easiness is a slow and insidious killer. It is. You start cutting corners occasionally, and then before you know it, you're just double moving everybody on the first turn of the mission, blindly.
Moving out.
And it works out fine most of the time. But there's that one time that it didn't.
There is nowhere to
Okay.
hide.
I'm glad I
Alien
checked.
patrol.
Because there's this. It's a lot of stuff, actually. I did bring the ingredients to defeat said stuff, but... that's a lot of
On the
stuff.
move. We're green to go.
Ready to go.
I have no mimic beacons for that stuff. Think I can see it from here? Might not be able to see that pod, might also be able to see that pod. It's hard to tell. Let's check from here.
I'm going. Objective position confirmed.
Good, okay, I can hack the chest.
System
Do
infiltration
that.
in progress.
Research time will help quite a bit. I don't really care about dark events. We would have failed both of them anyway. That's alright. Detonator has been disarmed.
I've got access.
Target is marked.
Menace 1-5, status confirmed. The charges are inactive and the package is secure. Eliminate any remaining hostiles near the AO.
So now I just have to deal with the sectopod.
Will do.
Not too difficult.
Here I come.
Yeah, classic take cover behind a fuel pump approach. It is a very XCOM. That's for sure. No. Still no? Closer to not no. Not quite. Alright. Pod is not quite close enough to the gas tanks, unfortunately, for me to really hit him hard. Tragic.
Bin gleich da.
I'm gonna reposition her, though, so I have a better chance of a good claymore next turn. I can only throw it not quite far enough to hit the whole pod. Let's get on the roof. That seems way more safe.
I am trusting you. I won't let them pass.
Overwatch.
I will not waver.
They're gonna stay totally still. In that case, we'll
Placing explosives.
sort things out like this.
I am out of rounds.
Okay. Moderately spread out positions. Everybody's pretty badly wounded. Looking not too shabby here. Hey, Abu! Watching me play things other than Slay the Spire, I know it's heresy, isn't it? How could this happen? It's a disgusting amount of damage. I could use a Rupture on that thing, but only after I shoot it with the pistol twice.
Es kann losgehen.
Sectopods are so vulnerable to the pistol snipers that are armed with the chosen pistol. It's disgusting.
Streufeuer.
That didn't even end his turn.
Waffe
Can get
geladen.
another reload. And continue to fire. God damn.
Habt ihr das gesehen?
Well, that sniper just single-handedly did all the work, basically. Seems a little unfair.
I'm coming for you. Good to go.
Get him from.
Target eliminated.
Finally!
XP is per person, I believe. It's fairly dependent upon getting kills. There's a number of ways to get XP that don't involve getting kills, though.
Status confirmed.
Which is
All
nice.
hostiles are down and the area
So you can
is
level up
secure.
in War of the Chosen,
I'm on
like
it.
with Covert Ops especially. You have a lot of ways to level up your soldiers, which is nice. So we have people max rank of basically every class.
And despite
Alright, well that was a
destruction
slaughter.
left in their wake,
As we expected, there wasn't a
XCOM
gatekeeper, and those are just about the only
to
thing that's
let
actually
go
threatening
of the
right now.
ways of the old world. They will continue their wanton and reckless crimes until the entire world burns around them. We are grateful to the elders.
We are grateful to the elders. Apparently. I think I got another sniper out of this or
Soldier that
something?
joined us from the resistance.
Yeah, I did.
is certainly a quick
Got
study,
a max rank sniper
having
out of
already
this.
surpassed some of our other soldiers.
Okay, that crack was audible, I was kind of wondering. Lots of stuff.
Another impressive effort, Commander.
All right, let's see what
My
their special
expectations
abilities
were
are.
high, and yet you have exceeded them.
Who's the new guy? This guy. Bernard Schultz. Blast padding, covering fire, phantom shredder. I probably won't ever use this guy, honestly. We have enough top tier snipers as is at the moment. That it seems
The
unlikely to
aliens
matter.
have always been monsters. From the very beginning, it was one failed science experiment after another. Even with the Advent forces, they tried to disguise it, but they're no different underneath all that armor. And now it comes to this, an entire facility dedicated to wiping us out. And not just that, but turning us into what? Some kind of concentrate they're using for God knows. We should have known the Elders would return. We should have known they never left.
So a little bit of story background for those of you not caught up with the campaign or the XCOM 2 story. We recently raided a facility where we discovered that Advent is turning all the humans at the gene therapy clinics into human juice. That they give as Capri Sun packs to the soldiers for snacks, basically. It's not actually what they do with it, but that's what I'm pretending they do with it. So
Avenger
I forgot if I'm
plotting
about to
new
get a
course.
mission from this Shadow Project or not. We're gonna find out.
Just like the one we found the commander in.
On the surface, yes. But in function... Ah, Commander, excellent. We can begin. It is no secret that Advent soldiers possess both human and alien genetic characteristics. Preliminary analysis led me to believe that this was the result of direct modifications made to a pre-existing human host. Prisoners, or perhaps even unwitting
But after
volunteers.
extensive research, I now believe the
See
cause to
your
be a
local
steady
Advent
supply of
recruiter
Advent
today.
burgers.
However, the reality is something else entirely. The Advent troopers at the facility we discovered, including the specimen before you, were manufactured. Each soldier possesses a unique genetic code. Predominantly human, of course, but with some fragments left open.
Left open for what?
Whatever alien DNA Advent wishes to insert. Sectoid, mutant, Even the species our soldiers refer to as berserker. In all cases, human genetic material serves as a bonding agent, holding the strands together.
Human material? You mean the stuff
Clone
we found at the
troopers.
Black Site facility?
Precisely. The key component in their soldier manufacturing
So you're
process.
saying if there's no humans
We've
left,
been
they can't make
fighting
any
ourselves
soldiers?
this entire time.
In a way. But I believe there's more to it than that. The human DNA in this specimen bears one key difference from the entirety of the sequences decoded in the Shadow Chamber. Psionic sensitivity. Given the sheer volume of strands involved, this cannot be accidental.
Screening process at the clinics. Avatar.
The potential power of a being created with this template is significant, central. Had we not intercepted it before the process was completed,
I know, Doctor. Continue your research. Let us know if you find anything else.
we are now prepared to autopsy the body of the powerful being we recovered, Commander. I feel that we may be on the cusp of attaining a complete understanding of this avatar we have long sought.
Having already suspected that the material being produced at the first Advent Black Site was tied directly to the aliens' operation at the Forge facility, it isn't entirely surprising to me that we've now discovered the apparent product of these efforts. Presented in some form of stasis or containment suit, similar in appearance to that which we found the Commander, the subject is vaguely humanoid in form. The physical similarities aren't as readily apparent beyond first impressions, as the specimen appears to be in an incomplete state, which I initially theorized could be the result of an elaborate cloning operation. Unfortunately, having completed an extensive analysis of the subject's DNA and genetic structure, I believe clones would have been the lesser concern. What we have actually recovered is a foundation, the structure upon which a new life form could be built, assuming we hadn't disrupted the process. Knowing what we do about the aliens' activities at the Black Site, it is my unfortunate conclusion that the human captives, be they prisoner or abductees, were processed and consumed as part of a healthy snack for the Advent soldiers in the field. Notably, the human genetic material involved in this process comes from the more psionically sensitive members of the human population. No doubt an intentional culling carefully executed by Advent forces. Regardless, one question remains. What is the missing component? What is intended to fill the genetic void that would have brought this creature to life? Sugar, spice, and anything nice, I imagine. So let's start research on the Avatar autopsy. This is the last Shadow project available to us, and I believe will unlock the end of the game for us as soon as we complete its research here.
This creature represents a near-perfect fusion of human and elder DNA. Though remarkable, it appears as if the creature were unfinished, perhaps why we were able to ultimately defeat it. Still, this can lead me to only one logical conclusion.
We had such hope for you.
I believe we have found our avatar.
No Chemical X? No, we don't have any XCOS cards, Jebba Dubba. So we left it out of the process, unfortunately. Which means there's no Powerpuff Girls in the future of this campaign, tragically. Chosen were all defeated, yeah, Glory Seeker. We did the Assassin first, I think the Warlock second, and then the Hunter was an embarrassment to himself, and he like tripped over a rock and died off screen, basically, while attempting to line up a shot on somebody. I grab anything I care about? Not really. Okay. I would do a covert op if it gave me Illyrium at this point. That's about it. I think we're just waiting for 9 days, pretty much. Alright, so that Psi Soldier has maxed out everything. There is no more Psi to learn. You think the hunter was the easiest to deal with in one mission? He remembered to bring his brain along and wiped your whole squad. Oh my god, Xander, that sounds tragic. I don't think the hunter has ever used his brain on us this whole campaign. The most memorable thing the hunter has done is light himself on fire by grappling twice and running around on his turn. Which I appreciated because it sped up the mission a little bit. This guy might not actually ever see the field here. Our backup Scion, after our second rank Scion was killed, unfortunately, in a mission. The hunter was the one who got repeater killed by Drekka, yeah. That was him.
Priority message coming through, Commander. Putting it on screen now.
It is unfortunate, Commander, that your recent efforts have proven to be so mediocre.
Mediocre. Every time. It's because we skipped the retaliation mission, which is fair. We deliberately ignored them. Bloop. Okay, facility construction in 1 week, not a problem. None of these things are a problem. Sure, whatever.
We've got a shot at hitting the Elders hard, something we haven't tried before. You up for it, Commander?
Any recruits for training in the GTS will achieve the rank of Sergeant. That's interesting. A cool one. Improved cannons. Ooh, better damage for cannons? Sure. Yeah. Would I like to get leveled up? Let's get this guy to max rank.
Our order is clear, and we will obey it.
Might as well grab this.
Avenger
I don't know what we're
plotting
gonna do
new
with the supplies. Are the briefs at XCOM 2 soiled? Supremely soiled, Xander. Supremely soiled. Supply raid. Okay, we're gonna do this because it will give me enough Illyrium to make some more toys before the final missions of the campaign here. Only soldiers of rank Sergeant or lower are allowed on this mission? You know what? Never mind. We can do this without toys. That's pretty ridiculous, though. What? Is there anything I can actually make in engineering? Without any Illyrium? Lots of things, apparently. None of these.
I don't think you'll find anyone on board this ship who feels the least bit sorry to hear the Elders are dying
Yeah, I can't
off.
make any of the actual
Anything.
fancy stuff.
Morale probably got a boost once word spread outside of the senior staff. Of course, there's always a catch.
Oh well.
You've always got to scheme. And I get the impression we're gonna end up part of their
Yeah, that's a
cure
brutal sitrep for the late
We'll get
game.
started right away, Commander.
That's such a brutal
I'll send
sitrep
word
for the
when
late
project
game.
is
Like, we don't have
complete.
anybody who can do that. I could wait for another... Yeah, like, we can dick around as long as we want and get as ready as we need to be. But we're already as ready as we need to be, so I'm probably not going to do that.
Avenger plotting new course.
I think we can just go directly on the missions at this point.
Local resistance forces in this region have gone into hiding after the recent setback, Commander.
It won't be easy, but I think it's the only option we have at this point.
Agreed. We must inform the commander
Hey,
immediately.
speaking
Go
of...
right ahead.
Commander, Central, the Shadow Chamber has completed its analysis of the Avatar's DNA. It has identified the genetic sequence necessary to travel through the Psionic Gate.
Perfect. We can finally shut this Avatar project down for good.
However, The gate requires more than a mere transmission of genetic data.
The sequence has to be part of a live subject. The key only works in lockstep with the signal.
We don't have time to find another one of those things, let alone capture it.
No. That part we can handle. We make our own.
You're serious?
Quite. Though the specimen before us is damaged beyond repair, it has provided us with its complete genetic blueprint. We already possess an unaltered avatar template from the Forge facility. That, combined with the genetic material we recovered at the Black Site, should allow us to replicate the procedure here.
So,
How
what's the
convenient
catch?
that all the things we've been
Yes.
doing up until now
Now,
have put all the puzzle
Without
pieces
an
in
elder
place.
consciousness driving it, the new avatar would remain as lifeless as the one before us. While I can develop its body,
I'm pretty sure the new
cannot
Avatar already
create the
came out and it
mind
was pretty
to drive
lifeless.
it.
But I can. In a way. By manipulating the new avatar via the psionic network.
Shots fired.
You want to operate one of these things by remote control.
Not exactly. And definitely not me.
Interfacing directly with their network would cause severe, if not fatal, trauma to an unprepared central nervous system. As it stands, we only
Yeah, that would be the
know
ultimate
of one
karma.
individual who has survived that kind of ordeal.
Bernie's. Yeah, we just put it into an exosuit that just like props up the
That was
corpse
different.
and walks
The
it through.
stasis suit.
Created the perfect interface to the network, one tailored to your specific biology, Commander. Of any human candidate, you are the most likely to survive the connection.
Most likely is not good enough, Doctor.
It is the only answer I can give you, and our only option to traverse the
Thank goodness we have
portal.
plot armor.
We need to come up with a game plan before we charge through the enemy's front door, which will give you some time to think about this, Commander.
The look he gives us. Like, don't even, you
This
stupid.
specimen, this being is something else entirely. Something beyond anything we have ever seen. And yet somehow, our troops once again prevailed.
We've dedicated the entirety of our efforts to discovering the purpose of the Avatar Directive, and now, it seems, we're finally gaining ground on the aliens. With that said, I was shocked to see that our troops not only encountered what was apparently a fully responsive Avatar specimen, but that it engaged them in combat and was subsequently dispatched with only moderate difficulty. Hey, Chronometrics! With all that went into its creation, somehow I expected the Avatar would be a foe unlike any other, something perhaps even beyond our own capabilities to counter. Initially, it appeared as though my assumptions were wrong. Humanoid in form, the physical attributes of the Avatar specimen are, on the surface, wholly unremarkable. It has a musculature system not at all unlike a young adult human, but with no obvious genetic adulterations to enhance its physical strength or agility. At this point, I could only surmise that the aliens focused entirely on what lies beneath the Avatar's seemingly ordinary structure. As I continued my analysis of the Avatar specimen, including a rapid genetic sequencing aided by the Shadow Chamber, I discovered my earlier conclusions could not be further from the truth. This Avatar, what was left of it, is still not whole in a developmental sense. Although portions of the missing genetic links have since been filled with what is undoubtedly elder DNA, there are still gaps, incomplete sequences that leave the creature unable to fully sustain its own power. It is now my firm belief that we have yet to encounter a fully developed Avatar, and its potential capabilities at full strength leave me deeply concerned. No shadow projects available. Let's resume our research
is
then, I
progressing as
suppose.
expected, Commander.
Oh, it's we've automatically gone back to our sectopod breakdown. Perfect.
Priority message for the commander coming through on a
Got a
secure
council
channel,
message
sir.
though.
On screen.
Sir, it's coming from the Advent Network Tower.
You heard me. He's taking a big risk contacting us like this.
Hello, Commander. You and your crew are to be commended.
For your mediocre
efforts
efforts.
in rebuilding the Resistance Network and uncovering the truth about the Avatar Project have been admirable. I only wish I had better news to report.
When does he ever?
Advent is not taking the death of an elder lightly, and in turn have greatly accelerated the final stages of their Avatar project. A plan is now in place for the rapid processing of all non-essential human life. to begin immediately.
The good old
Very
desperation
soon,
play.
Advent Speaker will announce a breakthrough in gene therapy, a final treatment for the human condition. Billions will flock to gene therapy clinics across the globe. They will never return. I have managed to secure tactical data and access codes to the Advent Network Tower. The speaker's address will be broadcast live to a global audience via this facility. The whole of Advent's network will be listening. It is this hubris that we must use against them. The information I am sending you should allow Dr. Tigan and Chief Engineer Shen to take control of the transmission and disrupt their entire network.
We can prank call
from
them
within.
live.
Though my hope is that this disruption will confuse the enemy's forces long enough to allow your final assault a chance of success, I ask one more thing of you. Take what you have learned. Let the world know what is happening here. Wake them up. Broadcast the truth. Before there is no one left to listen. It seems we are both out of time. Farewell, Commander.
New objective added.
Council? Launch an infiltration mission on the main Advent Network Tower, attempting a shutdown of global Advent communication network and disrupting Advent's worldwide control. Tell me more. Don't tell me more. Alright.
I'm keeping tabs on all our operations.
Would you like to know more?
Our people are standing by for your orders.
Yeah, can we put that guy in the memorial? He deserves a spot. It actually looks like a good time to look at the memorial.
To find that the aliens were conducting questionable experiments involving human captives at the black site we raided with the help of local resistance operatives. What we did find was something more reprehensible than I could have possibly imagined. A facility solely dedicated to the rendering and refinement of human genetic material on an industrial scale.
We've actually only lost
The aliens have crossed the boundaries
people,
of known
huh?
science. Consequences be damned.
I thought we'd lost more than that.
So have you heard about these people running around out in the woods calling themselves Reapers?
Rip
Hell,
Munchdown.
maybe you've met one. If you have,
Onyx Shadow.
then you've probably heard about their unique
A
dietary
couple unnamed
regimen.
people,
If you
Deadpool,
haven't heard,
Puke
well, I'll give you
XD.
a tip. Don't ask where the
3 of our fatalities were the Templars we recruited for the campaign. Every single Templar we hired ended up dead pretty quickly. Hey, Apollo Python, Seably TV, Catmash TV. Welcome everybody.
To hear what this Dr. Tigan thinks the aliens are trying to do in the facility we discovered. The Elders hacking up and modifying their armies is nothing new. But I've never seen anything like what we found in there.
We have the target site locked in, Commander. This is our chance to strike at Advent's heart. Once we control the network tower, we can finally show the world what the aliens are doing. There's no turning back
Intel
after
options.
this.
Alright, so this is like the final thing. Can I... Yeah, can I pass at least 1 day of time so we get the bonus thingy?
Against the Elders,
There we go. So our cannon
find
damage is now
nothing
+1.
but success.
Got promoted. Alright, now we're gonna do that mission. So, squad-wide individual concealment. Each squad member starts the mission individually concealed. Squad aim increased by 15 and crit chance increased by 25. Well, that's just broken. Let's just give them that. I think that's all I'm gonna need.
Commander, once we move on the Advent network tower, it's all or nothing. We won't have time to advance our research or deal with the wounded. We should only deploy once we're fully prepared.
What's special about the add-on story-wise? So there were 3 super powerful, like, hybrid alien-human soldiers that were haunting XCOM for the first part of the game, Apollo Python. And then it proceeds to the regular story. Compared to, if you're familiar with XCOM 1 and the Enemy Within expansion, the expansion adds kind of like a mid-game story section. But once you've completed that, as we have in this campaign, then it's vanilla story from here on out. Yep, Abu, so essentially what XCOM is, for the story of XCOM 2, is that XCOM is a guerrilla warfare operation trying to liberate the world from alien control after they invaded, conquered everybody, and established a global dictatorship kind of authoritative government. And they're essentially trying to use humans to replace their own decaying bodies. They're beings of incredible psionic power, brain wizards, but their bodies are all weak and decaying, so they want to use our bodies instead, which apparently mostly involves processing all the humans on the planet into genetic juice, and then making clones out of them. Let's assault that network tower.
Setting course for the Australian sector.
Then we can broadcast inappropriate pornography across all the Advent speakers in the entire world.
We'll need to streamline this operation, Commander. That means sending in fewer personnel than we typically would deploy.
If we're going to infiltrate the Advent network tower, we'll have to use a smaller squad. Try to draw less attention to ourselves than we already do.
I'll take Johnny Zombie, because he's ridiculous. I'm gonna take a sharpshooter because they're ridiculous. Let's go with our good old Dark Lance, Dark Claw combo. Take AP round. No, I don't need AP rounds with the Dark Claw. Excuse me. Yeah, I'll go with blue screen. And a Mimic Beacon. Definitely want to bring some Mimic Beacons on this mission. And last but not least, we'll take Drekka. Is there a repeater on the Disruptor Rifle? No? I'm not using a weapon that doesn't have a repeater on Drekka? It's heresy. That man some AP rounds and a medkit. Perfect. Let's roll with these three. Look like gorillas.
Squad green to deploy.
They're evolved gorillas. They're smaller and sleeker models. BB Tech. No more humidity. I will only play defect runs for the rest of my life if I fail here. That's absolutely accurate. 100% true.
Commander, it's time we put
And I will
Advent
only ever
down
draft
for the
Claw.
count. This'll be a two-pronged assault. First, we hack the heart of the Advent Tower and disrupt.
I might have to use a
network
second
before the
separate
speaker
squad for the
finishes
second half of this
his
mission.
broadcast.
I don't remember how this
Shen's
works.
cooking up a little surprise for them that should more than get their attention. With Advent in an uproar, we'll access the portal.
Hey,
Take
Glory
the fight
Seeker.
to the
Yeah,
front
Streak is
door.
alive.
All goes well, they won't even see us coming. It's risky, but it's the best shot we'll get. Once we start this, there's no turning back.
Alive and well. The most recent run on the streak, that silence starting with the busted crown, was complete nonsense.
Move to infiltrate the network tower. Locate the access point and hack in to seize the broadcast signal.
Alright, so I have to hack the thing. Can do. Only JFK's E-start's concealed, so I'm going to scout ahead with him here.
That's affirmative.
And I'm probably going to be doing this guns blazing. Even though we only have 3 soldiers, they're 3 really powerful soldiers. I remember this one being pretty easy, yeah, Drekka? I don't have that much of a memory of it, but I don't remember it being a trouble.
Got it covered.
Like, I know there's not going to be a gatekeeper on it or anything. The enemies should be pretty easy.
Heading out.
Oh. 2 codexes and an elite specter. You've spoken too soon.
Go, go, go!
What? Oh, that's right, you're not concealed. I forgot about that. I completely forgot he was not concealed.
They're on to me.
That's okay. I got this.
Heading out.
So for those of you totally unfamiliar with this game, how the game operates is a turn-based strategy game where you play with a squad of soldiers against alien species in tactical missions like this. Each soldier has a different gear loadout and skill tree that gives them varying abilities in combat, which we see on the hotbar here on the bottom. I'm dealing with very high-level soldiers with top-level gear because we're at the end of the game, so there's a lot of stuff they can do. And basically what that's going to mean in practice is that I'm going to ruin all of the enemies all of the time, basically. These codexes have slightly too much health for my face-off to kill them. It's really unfortunate. You have cereal, though. Delicious breakfast cereal. This might be a mimic beacon. Yeah, I'm happy taking a single sniper shot to guarantee a kill on a codex here. And then throwing a mimic beacon to distract the Spectre and the other codex, and then killing them. This is not an ideal start to the mission, but I think we're totally fine.
Only the best.
That's right, you have implacable and untouchable. I can actually do some hot nonsense here if I want to. I'm just gonna throw the mimic beacon for safety. Mimic beacon's a consumable item that essentially taunts the enemies and forces them to shoot at it.
I'm on it.
There is a difficulty setting, yes. We're playing on the hardest one, called Legends, which is notoriously brutal. And we're also on the Ironman difficulty setting, which means that I can't save or reload in case anything goes bad. So it's kind of like a run of Slay the Spire in that regard. You have to accept everything bad that happens. Except the campaign is like 40 hours long. But if I die, I have to start the whole thing over again. I went into this having never played War of the Chosen before. It took us... We had 2 attempts that died really, really early on, and this is the 3rd attempt. Which seems to be going really well. Dare I say. Alright, Mr. Spectre. Am I going to reveal more hostiles if I move forward? I might. I'd really like to not reveal additional enemies right now. But I'm gonna risk it. For the alleged biscuit.
Headed there now.
Oh, good. 100% crit chance. Get absolutely bodied, sir. That is a disgusting amount of damage. I'd like this to be a one-shot kill. Codexes will teleport and duplicate themselves if you don't kill them in one hit. kind of jerks.
That's right.
Cool.
Absolutely.
Moving to position.
I can see that there's an elite Spectre over here. It's interesting because it's not active. Why am I having only 3 soldiers on this mission? This is one of the ending missions of the game, Days, and we're only allowed 3 missions on 3 soldiers on this specific one, which is why. Most of the time we have 6.
Heading out.
Archon Inspector. I remember Archons being on this mission from the last time. Not sure how I feel about the location that Spectre holed up in. 100% on the Archon. They maybe get a kill on somebody here. Almost assuredly, actually. Can do running gun. Hit the Spectre for a lot of damage. Probably kill the Spectre. Let's take a look at what my sniper's sniping options are from a little bit closer here. 99% to land on the Spectre. Well, that's a little bit iffy. Just a wee bit iffy. I could try killing the Archon instead. As long as I can kill one of the 2, this should be totally fine.
Orders confirmed. On the move.
Let's see if Drekka just gets a repeater kill here. Did not. Lance does not do enough damage. Fanfire does a lot. I'd like to have the sniper get a kill here if I can, so let's take a free pistol shot here. With our Lightning Hands ability, followed up with a sniper shot that is guaranteed to hit, and therefore will definitely kill. And since the sniper got a kill on her turn, she'll dodge the first attack that comes her way. So I'm going to try to make her a target for the Spectre here.
Not a problem.
Of course, Drek is also standing in the open, so maybe he'll get shot at instead. Nice clipping there. Good job. He's going for Drekka, but he's making a shadow clone, so that's fine.
Need to find some new cover.
These guys can knock a soldier unconscious and create a clone of it. Did you see Drekka's plasma rifle get chucked into the abyss there? He totally threw his gun off the side of the bridge. That was amazing. How's he gonna get that back? That was incredible. Oh, god damn it. Well, that's a problem. Fortunately, I have a pistol sniper who's pretty damn good
Locked and loaded.
at their job here. 100% to hit the Spectre for a minimum of 14 damage, so let's take a pistol shot first. Firing with the pistol does not end this soldier's turn. 10 damage. So you've got 10 health left, and that means this is a guaranteed kill.
By the numbers.
Okay, he did find his gun somehow. Good job.
On your order. Let's do this.
Ready to go.
Ready to walk.
I guess we can re-enter concealment and scout ahead with Johnny Zombie.
Absolutely.
Moving on target location. Looks like hostiles over here.
Archon and 2 heavy mechs. Well, we brought the blue screen rounds for a region. Region? I can't words today, apparently. Take ridiculous pot shots if I want from here. I think that's what I want to do right now. Just want to creep up a little bit closer.
On my way.
On the move.
Using scanning protocol, see if there's anything else within range. There is something over there. There's something over here with the health bar. I have no idea what it is. Hey, Chuckles Fish! How goes it? Okay, the mechs are probably gonna go on Overwatch. Let's just go ahead and aggro them by moving here.
Sure thing.
Yep. And I can negate all of that Overwatch with a face-off here, which I'll shoot once at each target, dealing probably very substantial damage. I can also attempt to hack one of the 2 mechs with Drekka here, which is pretty incredible, I think. And they'll have their hack defense decreased after the face-off as well. I'll also just shoot one for like 1,000,000 damage. OP.
Taking control.
What's the odds of this? I'm supposed to use, okay, 74 to disable. I think I want to do that, necessarily. Seems better to just kill them. Let's use our serial ability. And devour a balanced breakfast of mech robot parts.
Moving to position. Position compromised.
So with the serial ability, every time Johnny Zombie scores a kill, he gets his action back.
It's down. Over here. Target eliminated. I'm on it.
Which is looking like it's going to be 3 times. I need 8. And sword him instead. Can't dodge the sword, but he can dodge the gun.
Target down.
Executed with impunity and all that. I guess I can grab the loot. I don't think it's going to matter.
Okay.
But sure.
Object secure. Target in range. Move to hack the command console.
Okay, can't do that without an, yeah.
Come get some.
Let's just do that next turn, since apparently I can't do it this turn. Hack the chest.
See what we got.
Get supplies, sure. Consider that network hacked.
We have control of the network tower.
That was a Darkest Dungeon quote, yeah.
Overwatch.
That it was. Good old Dorcas Dungeon. That's loud.
Firebrand has cleared the perimeter, sir. Meeting limited resistance.
Well done, Doctor.
Yes, it would appear the feedback pulse is having the intended effect.
Shen, status. Did it work?
Advent assures us this breakthrough will be available to all citizens immediately.
The beacons are
We
lit,
go
and so
live
are
to
we.
the speaker for more.
Vape Nation.
Fellow citizens, for 20 years we have put our trust in Advent, in the Elders, because we believed a better future is possible for all.
I like the text over text subtitles we got going on here. Good job, designers.
Has been rewarded. Advent peacekeeping forces are traveling across the world carrying the greatest gift from the Elders. A revolutionary gene therapy, yes, but so much more. This is an end to disease, to decay, to pain. The beginnings of a new tomorrow.
Send me something juicy on Discord.
To all of us today.
Nudes?
Truly, humanity finally takes its rightful
I'll check those out after the stream, if you know what I mean.
After a mission like that, spirits are gonna be high around here. We might have to resupply the bar.
Alright, so there should be a follow-up to that immediately, yeah? New Diablo for mobile.
This is it, Commander. It's time we put an end to
Alien
this once and for all.
Fortress. So this is the final mission of the campaign. Right here. I didn't actually realize we were hitting it so early. I might have pushed further last time I streamed this, if I realized we were this close to the end of the campaign, but here it is. This is the final mission of our Legend Ironman campaign. Operation Leviathan. Assault the Alien Fortress. This is going to be a fun mission.
Commander, we can't afford to let this operation get away from us. Even if it means sending our wounded forces back into combat. We have to succeed at all costs.
Alright, well, we'll definitely take in Johnny Zombie. We're definitely taking that sniper we just had. Retired, but whatever. We're definitely taking our Psi Operative, Unique Nick. We're definitely taking a Grenadier of some kind. Have I seen the new XCOM clone with the hybrids? Mutant 00, is that what you're talking about, Crawfish? I saw a little bit of it. And it looked a little bit like, it gave me Divinity Original Sin vibes. Or do you mean Phoenix Point? Because Phoenix Point also looks really cool. I can't wait to play Phoenix Point when it, like, releases properly. Take Treka. He deserves to be on the final mission. We take a Reaper? I don't think we take a Reaper here. Take a Mox, though. Mox is a pretty cool dude. Actually, no, I'm gonna go double Rangers on this mission. So we should take Ronald. Ronald Frump. Deserves it after dropping his gun into the abyss. Yeah, he's gotta go. We're going to the abyss to get his gun back. He'd better come help us do that. I don't want that on the sniper, do I? Ronald can have the other Mimic Beacon, I think. All the utility items I have available, apparently. Alright, you have the Skulljack for no reason. Gas bomb. So we don't have the top tier Cyanth or anything like that, but I don't think we're going to need it to win this mission. I do not think we're going to need it. Shall we? I dare say we shall. Time to abuse some Mimic Beacons. I don't think we're going to need them too much on this mission. What we're going to be abusing on this mission is entirely different. Mostly psionics, because we have an avatar on our side for this mission.
I've infused this material with the entirety of our viable Elder DNA. We won't get another chance at this.
Final connection is set. Power levels adequate. One more look at the
Shen,
buffer.
watch you go over this thing 50 times. Take a breath.
We're ready.
Synthesis nearing completion. Now, Lily!
Initiating network connection.
Give him hell.
Hack the
Gate
planet?
is primed and ready, sir.
Touchscreen intensifies.
All right, people. The world got its wake-up call.
Like,
Now they know the
We're
truth.
still going to use touchscreens in the future? I'm not sure.
Advent is a lie.
We really like depicting them
time
as the
is
way
up.
of the way of the future.
They've got a full-fledged war on their hands now.
We don't talk about how, like,
While the aliens struggle to contain our world,
do that.
we're gonna make a move on theirs. It won't be easy. But you're used to that. You did what was needed. Never gave up the fight. You are XCOM. And you're gonna end this. Humanity is counting on us, people. Good luck, Commander.
We're frozen on what appears to be the loadout screen. Did my game just crash? Hello? Oh. There it goes. Alright. XCOM decided it was thinking real hard there. But I think we're fine. Man, FPS screens. There's a... So, Verkamod, there's like an entire subgenre of FPSs on mobile that I guess you're intended to play with, like, touchscreen? I don't know how people do it.
No way of knowing if they detect our presence yet.
So this is us with the anime hair, by the way.
Such needless waste. You force our hand. Yet still, we offer peace. Rejoin us, and your world will be spared.
Hey, Magico! Yeah, I am still on a streak. We're taking a little bit of a break from Slay the Spire today. I plan on playing more Spire on the Saturday stream. But I wanted to wrap up this this unfinished XCOM thought that we've been on for a while. I think I started this in September, October. Wanted to finish it out here with a win in our campaign. So we have this unit here, the Commander's Avatar. Which regenerates health like crazy, it's completely immune to negative mental status effects, and has some incredibly powerful psionic abilities that are going to help this mission go really smoothly for us. Null Lance 8-11. Actually different damage than the Null Lance of our actual Scion. Our actual Scion, by the way, has like way more psionic abilities. But she has a tinier, weaker Void Rift, so that's a thing? Is anybody actually concealed? Yeah. Johnny Zombie's concealed. So let's poke ahead with our Ranger here.
Orders confirmed. On the move.
This is pretty much going to be a gauntlet of all the toughest, nastiest enemies in XCOM. Starting apparently with 4 Mutons, hilariously.
Orders confirmed. Moving out.
And is mostly going to be an experience of us just trash-heaping all of them. Trash-heaping all of them is how I'm gonna just, yeah. They're gonna die.
Solid copy.
I've got no time limit here, so I can kind of make this go as quickly or as slowly as I want to. Go at a relatively moderate pace here. Make sure I don't get line of sight. This is the final mission, yeah, Crawfish. Here we are at the end. At long last.
Moving to Overwatch. On Overwatch.
Affirmative, covering now. Scanning.
I'm not actually sure I need to fight all the enemies on the map or not. Might as well kill everything we come across. It's not like the squad is concealed, so I don't really have the option to do that.
You have such blind hatred for us. We cannot understand it. Our intentions for your world were never hostile. They are still not. You are a part of us.
Rawr.
Do you actually expect us to buy any of this?
More distrust. Perhaps you would find more reassurance in our words
If what? If what?
On your order.
Finish your sentence. Okay, looks like a really good Null Lance hitting 2 Mutons here. I can also Void Rift them if I really want to. This is mostly just Mutons about to be slaughtered, really. Absolutely murdered is what will happen here. I'm not going to take cover, because I'm not going to need it. Take a shot at... what's his face? Oh, that'll work.
Saturated.
Bust some cover open. I should probably make sure I can actually get all of them here. It's going to take a little bit of worry. A running gun over here. Chain shot this one.
Moving to fire position.
I'm just going to play really aggressively right now. One shot away from losing this mission on your Iron Man run. Wow. That's a heck of a place to find yourself in.
Target eliminated.
That is brutal. Hopefully we won't find ourselves in the same situation. Well, rip those guys. 86. Give Drekka a shot here. A good old repeater.
Kill confirmed.
Okay. Pretty easy enemies, pretty easy fight. Yeah, you do get to restart this mission even in Iron Man. Yes, if you fail it. You're intended to be able to succeed. I don't intend to fail it. We'll evaluate what happens if I do. Assume I remember the difference with the Avatar's mind control versus a regular one. Oh, do I have like a regular Avatar mind control? This is not permanent. This is not domination. It's good to know.
Let's rock!
I thought it was permanent. Oh, hello, Sectopod.
At least we know where they are!
Okay, one big ol' Sectopod and a couple shield bearers. Not too much of a threat. Let's see what it says here. Yeah. Full mental control of the target for a short duration. That must have a cooldown then. So I'll probably mind control one of the shield bearers here. Sectopod's gonna be a job for the sniper here. We will easily deal with it. Because we have the Dark Claw armed with blue screen rounds, which means a pistol sniper build is essentially a hard counter to Sectopods.
Hit the armor! One, two, three!
Oh, it survived with 1 hit point. Dang. How tragic. Restart campaign. Mission failed.
On the move!
I Syrifted these guys? That's just so satisfying that I have to, yeah? Let's see what the cooldown is. Alright, AoE attacks. They seem good. Wait, that doesn't use both of my actions. That's insane. That is absolutely bonkers that that does not use both actions. You gotta be kidding me.
On the move.
Soulfire will kill you. Soulfire will kill you.
Your mind is your weakness. Target eliminated.
And I can definitely just shoot this guy.
Not good.
Try that again. There we go.
Target neutralized.
Okay, those guys are dead.
Let's move already.
Easy peasy.
I'm on it.
Back in.
Reloaded.
I think anything that ends its turn in that rift takes additional damage, by the way. So I can hit up to 2 times. Oh my god. It does a giant explosion when it wears off. Well, we have left a gaping hole in the wall. And absolutely no cover. Not that we ever use cover.
On your order.
Seems like a great time to use our scanning protocol on Drekka. Give us an idea of where additional enemies might be. Squad of 4 Vipers? That's a weird one. Alright. That'll be really easy to kill.
Rolling. Heading out.
I think this mission, like the final mission of XCOM 1, is kind of designed as a sort of a victory lap, where you get to fight all of the enemies that you've encountered all through the campaign. Kill them all one time. So we get a little bit of a one-of. There'll be an Andromedon, there'll be a
Affirmative. Covering now.
Moving to Overwatch.
Sectopod, there'll be
Back in.
Archons, maybe Chrysalids. You name it, should be on this mission. And all the DLC enemies will be notably absent. like, suspiciously notably absent.
Heading to that location.
These are pretty early game enemies. They only got 10 health, even on the highest difficulty. So I anticipate just kind of brutally murdering them all. Oh, I didn't give him the right sword. Grump is supposed to have the katana. Whatever. It's fine. Can't quite light up the null lance to hit both of these vipers. Oh, yes I can. I knew there was a way. Run and gun, everybody.
Step into the void.
Viper was ruptured, Viper's mind controlled, Viper was killed. Rip. Rip.
That's right. Sure thing.
Okay, good job.
Moving out.
Hey, Boomer. Good to see you for the end of the campaign here. It's time things finally came to a conclusion.
I'm on it. Come get some. Got it covered.
Scanning.
Any names make it to the end game? Yeah, Drekka's here on the mission. Unique Nick is here on the mission. JFKZ's here. I'm here. Ronald Frump, who I think was Killer Clump's name, is also here. So we got quite a few names here, which is excellent. Oh, hello. Oh my god. Thinking I may want to mind control one of these Andromedons with Unique Nick. If I can. Actually a tough pot to deal with. Let's see any from here. This is iffy, actually. They're all very far back. What does the Avatar do? Very powerful psionic things. He's got Rift, Mind Control, and Null Lance. So he's basically an Ethereal from the first game, but he's also got a gun. Yeah, if I were to quickly sum it up, I would say that we've got an Ethereal on our team here. So let's give them a different target here. I knew I wanted to take Pradle Mox on this for a reason. It was so it could get the command ability he has. Totally forgot about that.
Not a problem.
Okay, 80% on the Mutons is fine.
Let's do this.
If I might control both Andromedons, then the one I control will be weak for the second part of the mission. I don't think I want that. Maybe I do. I'll just stasis it, actually. Can't see it without putting myself in grave danger, though. Bit of an issue. Missed.
Yeah, I didn't get it.
Missed. Dan's game. You know, I'm gonna stasis the other Andromedon.
Moving to position.
And then give Unique Nick some aid protocols so that she's not easy to hit.
I'm very protective.
We'll take these two dangerous enemies out of the picture, and then there's just 4 mutons. Hey, Clump! We're just talking about ya. We're on the last mission here of the campaign.
I'm on it.
Guess you should fall back, so the mutons don't shoot at you.
Affirmative, covering now.
I'm on it.
Maybe now I want to mind control the other Andromedon. Feels correct. Because I would definitely love a mind-controlled Andromedon for the second half of this mission. These guys look like it. Cool. So domination is 70% on an Andromedon with Unique Nick right now. Which seems fine.
I'm on it.
And if I fail that, I can try again on a different enemy later on.
I'm with you. Missed the target.
Failed. Alright, that's fine. I can kill him in another way, I think. Right? Does complicate matters actually a little bit. Oh, Dimensional Rift is available again? Well, I'm just gonna hit everything then, yeah? Yeah. Seems highly likely to be worthwhile. So let's acid bomb these two jerks. Gotta be careful with the Avatar, but not too careful. Pretty strong. Oh, perfect! I can get everything in this rift. All right, Dimensional Rift, go. What do you mean? Wait, what? What do you mean I can't do it? Apparently can't target that. But I can target there, which is slightly different and hits all the same tiles. Alright, good job. So I would like to kill the Andromedons, if possible. It's not a requirement. Definitely not that. Frump a little bit forward. Frump is untouchable, so if he gets a kill, first attack against him will miss. Not sure exactly where the limits of that Psi Rift are, so I'm really hesitant to get too much closer here.
On the move.
But scoring a kill on this Muton seems ideal. Let's do that.
X-ray neutralized.
Okay, so now he's impervious to the first attack aimed at him this next turn.
Let's move already!
Kill that Andromedon with hail of bullets, or suppress this one, or do other things I'm not sure about. JFKZ can also do stuff if he gets a kill. Let's put him a little closer.
Heading out.
Not very likely to get a kill, though.
Heading out.
I'm not sure what's next for XCOM on the channel, Boomer. I have not figured that out yet. We're killing this one, Drekka. Got it.
Target eliminated.
It is revived as An Robot, which is ideal. Now my sniper can kill it.
Heading out.
Which makes her impervious for the next turn. What? That's a squad sight shot somehow. I'm not gonna question it. Oh, that is bizarre, actually. It's gonna suppress the other one. I don't think I can kill it.
Blasting that target!
No longer a threat.
It's a guaranteed miss thanks to Untouchable there. Am I doing STS today at some point? I was thinking that if I finish this before the end of the stream, I'd switch over to FTL maybe. But I wasn't planning on doing Slay the Spire today, George Alexander. Alright, well, those guys have been annihilated. As is my frame rate, apparently. Move on forward a bit.
Moving out.
Kaboom.
Hostile neutralized.
Sniper is here. Cannot see the Andromedon shell.
Absolutely. I'm too fast for you. What'd you expect?
So this should work, right? Won't get riposted. Good.
Hostile target down.
Good. Tips on NG. I can make that happen. I can hand out some crew names to people if I decide to play Fatal later on.
Stepping off.
Seems likely, actually. There's no way this mission's gonna take the 4 hours that remain in the stream.
Double time.
Got it. Moving.
Overwatch.
Overwatch. We got it for 30 minutes to an hour, so give it to somebody who's here before you. Will do, Boomer. I am happy to give away things that I never completely agreed to give you in the first place. Can do. Yeah, I guess we're just running forwards. Yeah, just kind of running forward now.
Heading out.
Oh, there's so much map left.
Already there.
We've only killed like 6 aliens out of the 29 it said were on the map.
On the move. Oh yeah. Ready to rock.
Sure thing. Let's do this.
I'm ready. Scanning.
Scanning. Get some.
Everything's on cooldown. Probably shouldn't be leading with the avatar. Been following for about 3 weeks and you realize I play all the games you like. Don't worry about not being able to sub Glory Seeker. I'm happy to have you, you're supporting the channel even if you're just watching. So focus on you for right now.
Will do.
That's all any of us can ever do.
Location confirmed.
Can't help others until you can help yourself.
I'm ready.
Good to go.
But I'm glad to have you here.
Solid copy. I'm on it. Got it covered. I'm on it.
Slow and steady wins the race, something, right? That's how that works?
Commander, regrettably, our briefs have recently been contaminated with alien cum. Obviously, we are extremely impressed.
The Boomer! Thanks so much for that gift sub to Glory Seeker. There, now you don't have to deliberate about it. Welcome to the council, Glory Seeker. And thanks so much for that generous show of support, Boomer. Appreciate that.
On my way.
Another pleb purged from the channel. Okay, I'm on I don't have death from above on this character, do I? I don't. Well, rip. Wouldn't mind an Archon mind control either. Do I have domination up again? No, it's on one turn cooldown. No Lance is back though.
On the move.
Wait, what is this? It's like a swing set? In a child's playroom thing. What is this building? It's like a miniature house built into this facility with like normal people stuff in it. That's weird.
You cannot hide.
So much AoE damage that we can do. The face-off is fine. Probably don't need to use my lightning hands.
That's how it's done.
Got him. Nine health is a guaranteed kill here.
Hostile neutralized.
Oh shit. That's not good. That's actually really not good. It's a lot of enemies that just aggroed. Can I fall back to any extent? My Scion is exposed. Uh-oh. It's like a Mimic Beacon turn. Oh, I can command the Scion. Actually, we can fall back. Probably just gonna fall back out of range of all this. That seems reasonable. Yeah, falling back seems like a great idea right now. So, because we aggroed these additional enemies that I don't want to deal with, 2 Archons, 2 Vipers, and a Gatekeeper, which is all very dangerous. At the moment, we're gonna book it the other way momentarily. Next turn I can get a domination attempt off on the Gatekeeper if our Scion isn't dead. And that will definitely swing the tide of this mission in a big way.
Moving to position. Together we are strong.
Let's try to do weird things like stasising the Gatekeeper or something. Just gonna fall back though.
Heading out. Heading out.
Just break as much line of sight as possible, get down some overwatches.
Tired of waiting around.
Moving to position.
Essentially put myself into safe spots all over the map.
On your order.
And we hope that the enemies being unable to see us means that they are very dumb, which is generally speaking the case. I had a rift available. Avatar should definitely hide though. My fail condition for this mission is that if the Avatar dies, we lose.
Got it covered.
Tell me that was a double move. Okay, the enemies all took their turn. It's now our turn again. They couldn't see us, so I think they did dumb things. I'm gonna poke my head out with Ronald? Yeah, Ronald has Shadow Step, so he doesn't trigger Overwatch or Reaction Fire. If our enemies are on Overwatch, anybody who moves into their line of sight will get shot at for free. Except for Ronald here. So Ronald can just, like, poke his head out and assess the situation. She's going to do. He's got Untouchable and Implacable too. I may get a kill on the Muton while I'm poking.
Moving to position.
Oh, hi! It's all of the enemies. They've curled up into a ball for us. How convenient. Well, I can definitely, like, obliterate them with area of effect damage from here. Which may be what I end up doing. Yeah, see the Gatekeeper from here with Unique Nick, which seems pretty good. I would like to try to dominate the Gatekeeper, that giant orb. This thing. If I mind control that, we're in really good shape, and from previous experience, I know Unique Nick has a 50% chance to do so. So it's a coin flip that we get a very powerful enemy on our side, and even if we fail that, we have a lot of other stupid shit we can do to the enemies here. So it looks like a really good moment for an acid bomb or something. And if I just actually kill the gate, if I fail to mind control the Gatekeeper and I just kill it instead, the explosion that it creates will kill everybody else nearby. Okay, so let's try to mind control it first and foremost.
On your order.
30%.
You will break.
Oh, I got it! Alright, so this gatekeeper is now on our side for the rest of the mission. Which is pretty absurd. Pretty damn absurd. It does limit my ability to do killing of everything else, though, a little bit. But not too much. Assuming direct control. Yeah, exactly. I get a decent rift out from up here. Sure looks like I can. I'd say so. So am I launching a grenade? Probably. I'm okay using one of my grenades here.
Here I come.
It's just too juicy of a target to not hit.
This is for you.
A boom!
They've been destroyed.
Alright, Drekka, are you the one who's gonna kill the Muton for me? Somebody has to do that. Yeah, it's gonna be Drekka. At least I hope it is.
On your order.
Drekka's aim is so good that even Mutons in full cover he can hit pretty reliably. Mines.
Get it together.
For mines. Have Ronald Fart use Reaper. Somebody has to kill that. Oh, I guess I could just put my guy next to the Muton and take a shot at something else. That should work. And you're implacable, so if you get a kill, Ronald's. That would work out really well.
Absolutely.
Can you use Rupture? I don't have Rupture on you. But I do have Fanfire. I am not sure how to proceed. Let's try to get a kill on you.
Closing on target position now.
Can't see that guy. What? 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 Fine. That way.
Draw. By the numbers.
We didn't miss the Archons, so this works out fine. I'm just gonna put Ronald right next to the Muton. Actually, no, I'm gonna do that with JFKZ, because he's got the katana. So we're just gonna sit right next to the Muton here. And we're gonna end the turn. And then when the Muton tries to take an action, he gets sorted into the face.
Down.
More Vipers. Seem like 10 Vipers on this mission. Seems pretty easy to deal with. God, the frame rate is struggling on this map. is such a big map. Alright, Gatekeeper, can you do anything impressive and useful here? Not really. The Muton trying to shoot is what triggered the melee attack, Karhak. If the Muton tries to shoot, I respond with a melee attack. What's Ironman? Ironman means that I cannot save or reload previous saves for the campaign. So anything that happens has permanent consequences. If a soldier dies on a mission, they stay dead, and I have no ability to undo that. It's kind of like playing it as a roguelike, like Slay the Spire. If something bad happens, you have no way to go back and fix it. It's a new run. It looks like a pretty good saturation fire.
Laying it down. They're toast.
That was a very good saturation fire. Damn. You're wrecked. This does minimum 10 to 11 damage. Pretty cool. So it's a guaranteed kill with the gun on either of these.
Target neutralized.
And all we have to do is kill the last one.
Heading out.
Seems very easy. Oh, that was the last of the basic bitch enemies, I guess. Oh, we're loading. Uh-oh. That's not good. I didn't realize there was a load screen here. I wouldn't have mind controlled that Gatekeeper if I did. I don't think I'm gonna get to keep that Gatekeeper. Well, damn.
Astounding. This entire facility submerged beneath our oceans. For how long, I wonder? One problem at a time, Doctor.
Is but a shadow around you. We seek to defy that which would consume us all. Your efforts deny the sacrifice. You leave us.
Gatekeeper. Okay, so I'm left without the Gatekeeper and without the ability to re-mind control with Unique Nick, which is very unfortunate. I forgot there was a loading screen in the middle of the mission. Oh well, I don't think it's gonna matter too much. And we still have temporary mind control available from the Commander's avatar here.
Now you see me.
Destroy the avatar. So we've got enemy avatars on the field here, which is super spooky.
Heading there now. We got a hostile squad here.
There's an avatar. So let's set up to deal with this threat. I don't want to reveal it too early on here.
I'm on it.
Why'd I lose the Gatekeeper? Because we went through a loading zone, and the game doesn't have code to keep mind-controlled things when it transports your squad like that.
Not a problem. Let's do this.
I don't Verkamod because mind control's once you successfully mind control something, you're not allowed to use it for the rest of the mission. So it's just off limits now. That's okay. I don't think we're gonna need it.
Back online.
I still have both mimic beacons
Scanning.
as well.
Back in.
Overwatch.
But we should make sure all the important cooldowns are available again.
Covering now.
You have such blind hatred for us. We cannot understand it. Our intentions for your world
Give us this line.
were never hostile. They are are still not. You are a part of us.
They actually expect us to buy any of this?
More distrust.
5 health.
Perhaps you would find
Avatar's only at
more
30.
reassurance in our words if...
So that's what? Archon, 2 Archons and an Avatar. Not too much of a problem. Given that we have unique Nick. Let's start things out with a bang here.
Absolutely.
You are our greatest adversary. You are Avatar. You can lead our armies and save your world. Return to us. There can be no more delay.
Alright, so avatars are
The
super...
possibilities proposed by the creature intriguing. I believe we're past the point of rational discourse.
We didn't come here
super
to talk.
dangerous enemies here.
Take it down.
Your persistence is admirable, but tired. It is time to accept the
Why is
path
the speaker
laid
here?
out before you.
What you doing, dude?
Return to us. You were once our greatest asset against this world. It can be so once again.
So, avatars are very dangerous because, well, they're incredibly powerful psionic units. They have 4 points of armor, they have a large health pool, and they teleport every single time you shoot them. Really makes them a pain in the butt to deal with. I have some interesting counters to their nonsense here. Namely 2 rangers that can run and gun for ridiculous amounts of damage. I think I may be able to take this one down immediately, given its current location. Johnny Zombie can do a huge number of damage on it. If I use a rapid fire at point blank range, we'll deal well over half of its health bar immediately. Yeah, how is the speaker still alive? Got mobbed by civilians last I saw. I'm pretty sure I can kill this avatar immediately. Let's give JFKZ a double shot here.
Set him up, knock him down. Understood, moving out. They're on to me.
78% chance to hit. I was expecting better than that. With rapid fire. I may not get 2 hits. I can also have Drekka maybe repeater kill it. If I holo target it and I hit with the holo targeting, then it'll teleport. Let's just take our shot. It's not the best shot. Let's take it though. Damn it. Yeah, that's the kind of shot I thought I was gonna hit twice with. Okay, that looks pretty achievable for Ronald. Ronald can run and gun and do another rapid fire here. Or I can put holo targeting on it, which I should probably do now. I like where it teleported to. That's a good teleport location. It's a really good teleport location. I can hit that with a hail of bullets, which will shred its armor and make it much easier to kill.
Here I come! Went off the armor!
Okay, that's a much tougher location to get to. Oh, but our sniper can hit it. 100%. And 84 with the pistol, even. Let's take a lightning hand shot here. 6 more. Back or forward? Okay, into full cover. reducing this to a 94% chance to hit it for what looks to be lethal damage. Not quite.
Deflection!
Though it is burning. It's also pretty easy to kill from there. Alright. Cool, one down. We do have 2 avatars that are like doing something, or what? Or 2 Archons, excuse me. Though Archons are going to be a lot less dangerous if we hit them with a gas bomb here to poison
Moving
them.
to position.
Which I can do. This will reduce their aim, make them a lot less of a hazard. So I'm probably going to do that. Which means it's up to Drekka to kill the Avatar? Question mark? Or no, Frump is going to do it. Yeah, Frump is going to do it. Alright.
Target eliminated.
1 Avatar down, 2 to go.
Moving to position.
Archons might be giving me a little bit of trouble next turn. But hopefully not too much.
Moving to position.
Also, Drekka gets to shoot at 1. Might kill this one if I hit it with no lance and poison gets the job done. So we're gonna try that. I think poison can roll 3. It's like 1 to 3 or something. Yeah, rolled a 1. Let's see what they do. Okay. Well, that's not gonna be too hard to deal with. I think I can have Ronald just slice them all to pieces with Reaper. Rip that guy.
Kill confirmed.
Classic XCOM 2. Camera is totally on point.
I'm under fire.
Okay, 3 Vipers, pretty easy to deal with. Action was too hot for Twitch, that's right, we had to censor it. Nine to 11, so it's actually not a guarantee that I get a kill on the sectoids with the melee. That's disappointing. Do I still try to chain kill them with a Reaper? Probably. Not sure if there's other enemies on the map yet or not. I don't remember how this works. Larg.
Finally.
On your order.
Poison spat at me or something. Okay, screw it. Let's use Reaper and go in with Ronald here.
One quick slice.
Try to chain kill the sectoids. As long as he gets the first one, he'll be fine. Nice.
Hostile terminated.
Actually shoot from here. Oh, it does decrease damage. Okay, so it's 8 to 10 on the second one. With the sword. I take a damage penalty. Well then. At least get 2 of them. Alt F4 to bring up the alien information. Thank you, Boomer. I appreciate that. Weapon does a lot of damage. Psionic repeater. Doesn't get proximity bonuses though, which is kind of weird.
Sure thing.
She'll wipe out these sectoids. That's the only thing you can see, Drekka. Probably put Drekka on Overwatch. She's been effective at that in the past.
Heading to that location. Not much of a hit.
Okay, the poisoned and burning Archon will die of dots at the start of its turns. We don't need to worry about that anymore. Don't need to worry about that anymore.
Heading out.
Don't need to worry about that anymore.
Target down.
And we can just Overwatch.
Moving to Overwatch. On Overwatch. Overwatch!
Which will hopefully catch some Vipers off guard or something, I don't know. Or these guys. Okay, there's the second avatar. I wasn't sure if they were on the map or not. Oh, we're not gonna take burn damage? Why are you still alive? Two Mutons, 2 Berserkers, and the Avatar. Well. That works. Not how I intended to kill the Archon. Three more Mutons. Okay. So I should be focusing my efforts on the avatars here. If at all possible. Okay, we have running gun available again. Chain shot available again. I can do a lot of damage to this avatar very quickly. I sure like the idea of using a dimensional rift on this big mob of enemies. So I'm probably going to do that. That should cause the avatar to teleport. And depending on where it teleports, we'll figure it out. What's the difference between the Commander's avatar and the other avatars? So the Commander's one is essentially a hijacked avatar. We stole... The avatars are made by creating what is like... It's a human template, so to speak. A humanoid body with partial human DNA that's intended to be used as a template upon which ethereal DNA is added. And then I guess an ethereal inhabits that shell psychically. We captured one of these templates as well as a sampling of ethereal DNA, and we're able to assemble our own avatar using that. So it's functionally the same thing in terms of combat performance, but ours is piloted by the commander rather than by a hostile ethereal, using I guess some sort of psychic neural interface thingy. that sounds very fancy. Alright, so these mutons go berserk, which I believe means they'll attack random things. The berserkers going berserk and all that. It's kind of their thing, right? This is a really good shot for Johnny Zombie here. Like a really, really good shot for Johnny Zombie. Unfortunately, rapid fire's on cooldown, so I can only shoot this thing one time. But it will definitely hit, and it will definitely do a lot of damage. Just checking out what my sniper options are here. I could also, as before, shred and holo-target the Avatar, which will make kind of a waste of this opportunity here. Interesting. Getting conflicting information about what I've got line of sight to here. I think this is a proper flank.
Tired of waiting around.
Yeah, target preview's more accurate. Could go for a chain shot here. Let's do that. Of course.
Missed.
Such is life, you know? Such is life.
Moving to designated position. Armor's still holding.
Oh, what a convenient location for you to have jumped into, Mr. Avatar. I have just the thing for you.
On your order. On the move.
Well, now what?
Heading out.
Now there's a lot of crap on the map I guess I have to deal with.
Got it covered.
I'm on it.
Which could make this last Avatar a little tricky.
Overwatch.
Oh, hello.
Come on, focus. Cover the flanks.
Yeah, there's a lot of crap on the map now.
Missed.
Ronald appears to have gotten himself in between a rock and a hard place.
I'm all right. I'm taking fire.
And that poor Muton is so dead. Okay. Rip. Alright, let's worry about the Mutons and Priests that are here right now. Yeah, this is no mods. That is totally accurate. Try to skull mine. That'd be an instant kill, that's hilarious. It's not the intended use of it, I don't think. This is not a bad time for a mind control. Get better ones, though. Okay, so these three priests are the biggest issue at the moment. They are very vulnerable to getting serialed. Actually.
Moving on target location.
So from here, Johnny Zombie has some excellent flank shots on a lot of things. And if I use the serial ability, every time he gets a kill with his gun, he'll get an action back. So I just need to lower the health of everything enough that he gets kills with his shots. Which is easier said than done, actually. Like a weirdly placed Void Rift here. Damage 2 of them.
The rift
works actually shockingly well. Might even accidentally mind control one of them. The Void Rift will trigger insanity rolls. Excellent camera control, as always. Oh, I totally got one. Oh, I panicked. I'm gonna run for it. Okay, only one insanity roll. I also think if they use stasis that I'm gonna fail the chain kill. It's a slight issue, huh?
Let's move already.
Hey, Kodomokoro! This is indeed not Slay the Spire. How bizarre. Okay, so that's a guaranteed kill. We'll take that first.
Enemy eliminated.
Oh, that guy died to, or that guy went into stasis mode. So I think that ends my chain kill. Yeah, that doesn't count, unfortunately. How tragic.
On the move.
Absolutely tragic, I tell you. Let's give a free Overwatch shot to the JFKZ here, though, so any of these priests that tries to move will suffer a fate. That is me in-game, yeah. In all my studly glory. Is how we're gonna describe that. That's a good shot.
On my way.
Oh, that's not a good shot. Do you want that Muton dead? Have the Avatar kill it. Okay, with that little health, Ronald is fine if the Berserker chooses to attack him. Spread some damage out. This guy down too. Maybe get a hair trigger.
By the numbers.
Totally got a hair trigger. Nice. Okay, priest number 2 going into stasis. What?
On our position.
Oh, that was the end of my turn. Okay.
We've
That
got
guy.
Advent here.
There's the third avatar, along with a Spectre and a couple Mutons. A couple Spectres and a couple Mutons. I believe all I need to do to win the mission at this point is kill that avatar. Oh yeah, there's a mod to do that now? That seems pretty cool. I like that. Okay, this could complicate things. These Vipers coming in.
Target neutralized.
Okay, stasis on our heavy's not too bad. She's out of the action for one turn, and that's fine.
Target down.
Yeah, that could have done far, far worse. I guess we're on Viper cleanup duty here, huh? I want to move a little bit before I take this shot, because JFKZ needs to get closer to the rest of the action here. Cool, no stasis on that one.
It's down.
Oh, and that gave me a hair trigger action. So I gotta move and probably a reload. Mods making the mechanics more consistent sounds very helpful. I've been complaining about the mechanics a whole lot for the entire campaign.
You can't run from my power!
High ground. Probably next turn. Don't want to be too visible just yet. See something here, but not here or here. Weird.
Closing on target position now. Let's do this.
May need JFKZ to do a running gun on the Avatar next turn. And depending on where that thing ends up, I'm gonna look to kill it next turn. It's gonna be the goal. I don't know if we'll succeed. But the other two were annihilated. What? Oh, I can... Oh. Oh, hi. Oh, hello. I'll mind control one of you. Because that's terrifying. Actually forgot those were over there. There's totally a third Buton there.
Gonna need to reload soon.
Getting me line of sight on something flanks, apparently.
Moving to fire position. Copy that.
Do it.
Hostile terminated. Moving to position.
Nice dodge. Lol.
Ready to rock. Heading out.
Oh, I got an unblinkable move, so I have another actual action. Nice.
That's how it's done.
Oh, hello. Those are some nasty, nasty reinforcements. Those are some very nasty reinforcements. Those are also nasty reinforcements. As you can see, we're quickly getting surrounded, but as soon as we kill that last avatar, everything will be fine. So I'm gonna move my Muton forward to scout for it and figure out where it is. No such luck in finding it. Somewhere over here, I guess. So perhaps I should still be focusing on killing everything we've got going on right now. I can move forward and kill the Sectopod with my sniper. Got 3 codexes behind us. These guys can disable weapons in an AoE, which makes them really, really dangerous. Could have sworn I brought a flashbang with somebody, but apparently not. Maybe all duplicating and stuff. Ugh. Gross. Kill a lot of codexes here.
Roger that.
So this is a guaranteed kill on one of them. Simplifies matters. No. Not a guaranteed kill. Excuse me. Whatever the opposite of guarantee is. Apparently. Damn it. I'm gonna fall back a bit and try to deal with what we got going on here. You kill that. Yikes.
Your order.
Good. That one's gonna clone now.
No ammo.
Let's only see 2. Red. It's gonna be a little awkward. Soulfire will help me kill them, though. And get guaranteed damage with the Scion here.
I'm on it.
Hit the 13 hit point one. Let's try this. Let's try an Insanity on the Codex. Not sure what this is going to do for us. Panicked it. Yeah, Panic Codex is not going to Psy-Bomb, nor is it going to duplicate, apparently. Damage down on the Sectopod here, which is not a bad idea. Sectopod's pretty goddamn dangerous right now. Here, Ronald. Not have run and gun available, but does have run and shoot bullets.
I'm on it.
It's the codexes I most want to kill right now, because they are the jerkiest. They're the only ones that can actually disable me. So we're picking them all off here. All except the panicked one? Good. Okay. That worked out well then.
Let's do this! Who's keeping score? Running dry!
Armor still holding.
Grenade these two. They're probably gonna kill that mind-controlled muton, and that's okay. I believe they're gonna keep coming until we kill off the Avatar, yeah. I don't think there's a limit to these reinforcements. And I'm also not 100% sure if I can out-DPS them. If I can kill them. Lightning fields. Interesting.
At least we know where they are!
Power up to the base cannon. Oh no.
He got me!
Oh, very minor damage, never mind. Faceless. Okay, that's easy to kill. Still no sign of the enemy avatar. The enemy avatar. Okay, there's heavy mechs on Overwatch, so I would like to draw fire. This is the last mission, yes. The last mission in the entire campaign. 'Tis this one. Okay, there's the Avatar. It's hiding way in the back corner. So I don't really have a way to lure it out of hiding, which mostly means killing everything between me and the Avatar then. Oh, I have line of sight to the Sectopod. Baller! Do a sick face-off here. I want to do an impression of a Nick Cage movie.
You want some more? Need a resupply.
Casey can run and gun all the way over here if he wants. Not sure that he does once. I'm definitely gonna do that, yeah. Launch a big old Psy bomb with the Avatar here. Hit all the mechs. Could try to hit the other stuff as well, but I'd like to clear this hot mess out here. I'll stasis that Sectopod if I can't kill it. Alright. Can I target the most things? It targets a lot of things. This ought to work. Right?
Not a problem.
Get an implacable move. Yeah. So let's Let's use our Psi Rift to weaken the enemies. And take that pistol to town.
Killed him.
Good. Looks like I cannot kill the Sectopod this turn.
Heading out.
I take a pretty lousy shot with Runnels, but I'm not that excited about. Probably just gonna
Heading out.
stasis the Sectopod.
Sure thing.
On the move. It's killing time.
And then next turn, more enemies will spawn behind me, and I'll have to do this dance all over again. Summer Cruise High Noon? Basically, yeah. That's a good way to look at that ability. It's High Noon.
Nothing gets through.
Running.
Not sure if I have any turns left of mind control on that Vuitton. We're gonna find out the hard way, the answer to that question.
Ready to rock.
Avatar. Sure, bayonet on this guy. Yeah, call this. Oh god. I need a way to force that Avatar out of its hiding spot. Just any way to do 1 point of damage to it. We'll teleport it, and from there I can probably kill it. Ah! Faceless do damage to each other when they do their melee swipe. I did not know that. What a chaotic melee. Hilarious. I'm sorry, what? More? Holy crap. That's a lot of enemies, game. Yeah, this is starting to get out of control. I'm losing control of the situation.
Moving to position.
Okay, you can see the Avatar from here. Perfect. Which means I can use Soul Fire to deal damage to the Avatar, which means I can teleport the Avatar somewhere. So I'm going to make this play. A little bit risky. But if he goes in the right direction, this will work out for us. Oh, perfect. I can actually, if I kill the Sectopod, the explosion will damage and shred the Avatar. That's pretty amazing. I can also running gun rapid fire now from here. That was a really good location change. That was a really good location change. Hey, Zero Max. Hello, hello. Jorbs, hey, Delphin, hey to you as well. Just doing some XCOM. Legend Ironman were the chosen on the final mission, so you showed up at a great time here. But a teleport from sectopod explosion damage is a great question that I don't have an answer to. I don't know. Shall we find out? Let's find out.
Watch close. By the numbers.
Yes! Yes, it will. Into the perfect location. But a disgustingly perfect location. So I can rapid fire it from here, and that'll probably kill it. As long as I hit it.
Stick and move! Getting it done!
Bring it on, Mr. Avatar Man. 90%. Dodged the second one. Alright, alright.
On the margins!
Okay, way over there. Pretty sure we win as soon as this is over, right? I'm planning on doing that, because otherwise this poor Grenadier is going to have a bad time next turn. Height advantage on that avatar.
Heading out.
That looks like a guaranteed kill. Achievement unlocked.
Elder stabilizing the psionic network. Everything's going haywire. That gate's not gonna hold much longer.
You heard her!
Shen, tell me you've got a plan B here.
Nice work.
Yeah, her triggered there. That's great.
On my end. This shouldn't even be possible. Unless...
Commander, whatever it is you're doing, it's working.
Just make sure you save enough juice for your own trip home.
Commander, you okay? We just lost contact.
What the hell is happening here, Doctor?
It's the Elders. They're overwhelming our link, enveloping the Commander's consciousness.
Then sever the connection!
They're all throwing a shit fit with a collective
overload.
We will reclaim what was given. We will be whole once more.
Very unhappy. Very angry.
Your victory here means the end for all others. It will follow you.
We're going full DBZ at the end, though. I like it. It's so ridiculous.
You are not ready. We must not fail.
Vitals stabilizing.
Kamehameha!
Activity returning to acceptable levels.
And one transdimensional psionic network down for the count.
Mission accomplished, Commander.
This is the Liberation Network broadcasting on all frequencies. Advent is in full retreat across all areas.
Heavy fighting continues in the city's centers as Advent forces attempt to regroup.
We're barely keeping up with the flood of refugees here, as people continue to desert the Advent-controlled city centers.
Full curfew remains in effect as the administration deals with the ongoing crisis.
To all of you in the occupied zones, hold your ground. Continue the fight. We promise you, help is on the way.
Baseball bat. I like his style. Well, GG. It's a Legend Ironman win. I'm pretty damn pleased with that. I don't actually think I've ever played XCOM on the highest difficulty. No, I haven't. I never played XCOM 1 on the highest difficulty. That was fun. And then there's this teaser for what I really want to be a Terror from the Deep reboot. We got a special cutscene for the
What next?
DLC.
We finally come in from the cold.
Teaser from Terror from the Deep reboot, Tom Gather, which is what I'm hoping will happen. I know the cutscene's really loud.
Brothers and sisters, welcome home.
With the psionic network down, the core is even stronger.
Gather everyone. Our time is short. We won but a battle. Now the real war begins.
Oh, that was even more ominous. So it looks like each of those three cutscenes is probably different if you did or did not kill the Chosen. Because I imagine you can finish the campaign without killing the Chosen at all. And there's probably special cutscenes for that. Alright, so here's our end of campaign game stats for you. 55 missions won. 7 missions lost, which is a lot for a Legend Ironman campaign. But it was, I think, a good demonstration that you don't need everything to go perfectly to win a campaign. You can have a lot of ebb and flow, as long as you know how to recover from stuff. Got all 3 Chosen killed. We took a long time to do it. No level 3 soldier bonds. I never did figure out what those do, exactly. Man, these world averages are ridiculous, by the way. Lots of wound time, long time to the first colonel. Our first colonel, by the way, we bought them in a store. We never trained up the first max rank soldier. We went to the store and purchased them for goods and services. We hacked 3 robots. Took forever to get to powered armor. Our research wasn't that great initially. Not too bad. And some credits or whatever. Alright, well, that brings our XCOM 2 War of the Legend Ironman Chosen Tactical Firaxis pack to a close. What a run it's been. I really enjoyed playing through this. I think I enjoyed this a lot more than my first XCOM 2 playthrough. War of the Chosen makes XCOM 2 kind of more of what it is, which is unbalanced. But it's like the fun kind of imbalance. Both you and the enemies have just like ludicrously over-the-top abilities, and it's a game to exploit those in a way that just breaks the game in half in a really fun way. I had a good time with it. I had a really good time with it. We still got 3 hours left in tonight's stream, so what I'm going to do is take a really quick break, and I think we're going to pop over to a little bit more FTL for the rest of the night. As I had a lot of fun with FTL yesterday, and I don't mind jumping into some more of that. And that'll be a fun game to explain again. So I will be right back. And we're gonna switch over to FTL. So let's swap the game over first.